mid-season finale, first half, season 2 is a wrap. Amazing stuff, fantastic stuff. What is your impression of the first half of the season thus far?
My season 2 impressions are, it's one hell of a ride. We see just how quickly things have changed for the family, how broken they've become in the past few days. It's been only mere days since we last saw them in season 1 at the end. So things have escalated so quickly. Now we see they're really broken and divided as a family, which is unfortunate, but you hope, now the hopes are with the second half of season 2, they somehow come back together. But for right now, it's just been one hell of a ride. It's things are revving up now, and that's what the audience was hoping would happen in Fear, that things would pick up, and I think they got their wish.
Yeah, and so much has happened. Some people complain that The Walking Dead, the mothership, kind of goes too slow at times.
Right.
But so much has happened in the first half of this season, which one of the things I think made it great.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And I admire how different Fear is from The Walking Dead. People have to understand they don't want a Walking Dead 2.0.
Right.
So people, more people are respecting Fear for just how bold it is, on how different it is. It's apples to oranges. They're different flavors, but they're in the same realm, and that's important. And it's important to praise the show for what it's doing and being more of a personal journey with these characters. And they're normal characters. We're dealing with barbers and high school counselors, students, drug addicts, barbers. So it's exciting to see how normal people are adjusting rapidly to this changing world.
And some people aren't adjusting very well. We saw some characters change a great deal in the first half of the season. Chris, for instance,
Chris
started out the season. I actually thought he was going to become like a Carl Grimes 2.0, kind of like a badass, killer or something like that. But then he kind of took a hard left, and really don't know what's going on with him. I don't consider him a bad villain, a bad person.
Right.
What is your take? Your character is about the same age as his. What is your take on what may be going on with him and making him do all these strange, weird things?
Yeah, if I'm in Tobias' shoes, I would just look at Chris as, here's another kid who's just like me. He's very misunderstood, and now he's gone through a trauma. And certainly Tobias has his own background, damaged upbringing, and unfortunately now Chris can bear that cross as well. So it's not easy to go through what he's going through. He lost his mom, and it's because of his dad. Regardless of whether she was infected or not, how do you live with knowing that your parent is responsible for the death of your other parent? So right now he's just misunderstood. And sure, his behavior is erratic, but can you blame him? What would you do if you were in this situation? I certainly don't view Chris as a bad guy. I view him as someone who is just trying to cope with this rapidly changing circumstances. And it's hard for him.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets through it. I want him to get through it. I want him to come out of it. And maybe that's going to take some time, and maybe we'll see that as season 2 finishes off.
And now that we've seen all of these other characters change, Tobias, say if he were to come back to this series, and I want to say when instead of if, I'm still holding out hope. So much time has passed, and everything that has happened. How do you think he might have changed if we might see him again?
I think if we see Tobias again, he's going to return stronger mentally as well as physically. He'll just be a sharper tool in the shed. He'll be more cunning and quick to make decisions. Will probably be not so quick to trust people, which was how he carried himself anyway in the beginning. Being a social outcast comes with certain other advantages. He's more confident because he knows he's smart. So he's smart enough to stay out of trouble. And I'm sure whether he finds the group first or they stumble upon him, there's going to be some strong dynamic still between him and Madison, played by Kim Dickens. And I'm hoping for that. And whether or not that happens or not, I can't say. But if it does happen, I would say people will be in for a treat.